Now I'm going to show you how to turn on continued conversations. How you want to do that is you want to go down to the account settings here. Then you're going to go ahead and click on settings. Once you do that, you're going to go over to the assistant tab here and you're going to tap on continued conversations. And you're going to go ahead and turn this on. And this turns it on for all of your Google Home products under this Google account. Now, what is continued conversations? Continued conversations is a handy little feature for all of your Google Home products. Basically what it does is when you ask it its first command, once it's done giving you the response, you'll see that the LEDs actually will stay on, so you can ask it a follow-up question or give it a follow-up command or something like that without having to re-say the hot words hey or okay Google, which is really nice. So, you used to have to say, okay, Google, do this, and then, okay, Google, do this, and keep having to say that hot word. But now if you turn on continued conversations, you don't. So after it gives you its response, you'll see those LEDs are still on because the microphones are still on listening. And if you give it a follow-up command or question, it'll then give you another response, and then again, keep the mics on, showing you with the LEDs, and listen for a follow-up command or question. Those LEDs will eventually go off once it realizes that you're not talking to it anymore. So if you just stop talking, you'll see that they eventually go off. That means the mics have turned off. Or if you start talking to someone else, it'll listen and realize you're not talking to it anymore, and then it'll shut off those microphones, and then you'll have to say hey or okay Google to wake it back up. But it's just really kind of handy. So if you ask it something and you actually wanted to do something else, or you're trying to adjust your lights, right? And you say adjust them to 50%, but that's not bright. You realize once it does that, it's not bright enough. You can say adjust them to 60% without, again, having to say the hot word again. So it's really useful, and this is how you go turn it on. It works on pretty much all of Google Home products. So just keep that in mind. It's not turn it on for one device and keep it off for another device. It will be for all of them. But it does recognize voice match. So if I have continued conversations turned on, that feature will work for me when it realizes it's my voice. But if my girlfriend does not have continued conversations on, then it will not use that feature because it knows her voice and it knows she doesn't have that setting turned on. So if she doesn't want to have that turned on, she can leave it off. If I want to have it on, I can.